Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with Mondays off the board with pineapple papers. And I am doing a Christmas layout. And I found this cool little thing. And it's made out of fabric on this pin, but I just loved the concept, and I've done something similar to this before, so I'm going to use this I Love Christmas by Echo Park. And I have these two uber cute pictures of me when I was very little, and my sister as well. She's looking a little vagabond, but it's fine. These are from 1978. So, yep, thanks Grandma for writing the date on the back. And then I'm going to just use this collection. Like, I will bring in a couple of things, like some gemstones, but for the most part, I am just going to use this collection for everything. So I have my papers, my pictures, and this cool little inspiration. So let's see how this goes. So I have to confess, I don't always like Christmas stuff because I'm not a huge fan of like poinsettias, and sometimes the pattern papers for Christmas are just horrible. Like that right there is definitely not my favorite pattern paper. Those lights though, oh, that is my jam. And I don't know if it's because it seems too old-fashioned. I don't know. But I like the way that this looks on this light paper. And so I cut a 4-inch strip of 12, a 12 by 4, and then I cut two 5 by 5s. And those are going to be what I use to create that tree look. And I will confess, I did not already have this pinned on my Pinterest board. I went looking for something Christmassy inspirational because when I haven't pinned on my Pinterest board in a long, long time until I started with off the board with pineapple papers. And so the stuff that's on there now is stuff that I pinned, a year or two ago, and my style's changed a lot in a year or two. So, right now I have both of the 5 by 5 squares on top of each other, and I'm just going to use this little marking pencil and mark the middle, and I'm going to just cut my triangle for my tree. And so since it's double-sided paper, I'm going to flip it over, have the red side on one and then the green side on the other, and then I'm going to cut it in that pattern from the inspiration piece off Pinterest. So I just get it kind of lined up and give myself those 4 different pieces. So now I have 2 trees. I'm going to set it all over here to the side. And once I get everything laid out on my page, then I'm going to determine how that tree is going to look. So I'm matting my pictures on this green, and since that's going to be in the tree, it'll bring it all together. And so I love these pictures. I've just been organizing my new scrap space, and so I found a box of all these pictures that I had gotten from my grandmother, and I just love that she writes things on the back and has the dates on the back and little notes. It makes my heart happy. So I put the tree together green first because that red paper there, so I thought that would break it up a little bit. But I also felt like because of the pattern paper behind there, it was a little too busy. And I needed a brown bit for the trunk anyway. So I'm just take this 8.5 by 11 cardstock in craft. And I am just going to build my tree on there. And then I'm going to cut the tree out, leaving a stump. And then, of course, you'll see the little bit of brown in between the cracks of the tree, like where the papers are separated a smidge. But I'm okay with that because, when you look through a tree, you see a trunk. So I'm fine with there being a little bit of brown in the background. It's just going to break up all that pattern behind it. And so I love the way that looks. I think that it is fabulous. And I have all the pieces to make a pretty much the exact same tree, just flipped around. So see that poinsettia paper does not call my name, does not say use me. So I'm gladly using the other side of it. And plaid's not always my jam, but in this case, it works for me. So I do love Christmas though, you all. It's my favorite. But I don't always like the Christmas, like old-fashioned Christmas paper designs. So we'll see. I got 2 Echo Park Christmas themed things just last week, and I've used both of them for at least one layout, so I'm okay so far. We'll see. As we get into more than one layout and the stickers and the papers dwindle down. But look how cute those stickers are. I will be able to use all of this. I will find a way. Not on this layout though. I do use quite a few. So first I'm going to start with this tree. And I have no issues with this picture being, having a sticker on top of it. One, it's, Echo Park is name brand, and I have, whatever. But these pictures have been buried in a box, and I am sure that my father has already scanned them because they have little S's on the back. So, I think that it is going to be just fine. So I just start decorating, and I've got these 2 ornaments, and the green ornament kind of gets buried behind the red one. So I cut it in half and elongate it so that you can see both the top and the bottom of the green ornament in that corner. And then I was going to put that bow on top of the other tree, but it didn't work because it's too high. And really that red on red, even with the white border, didn't look right. And then I just pull some gold gemstones out, and I'm going to decorate my tree with these gold gemstones. And I love the way that looks. And it looks a little bit more, you can see the gemstones a little better in real life on that green paper. So I know that pattern kind of makes it a little hard to see. So I'm tapping my fingers, trying to figure out exactly what I want to do here. And I decide that I'm going to put some gemstones on this tree as well. So I'm just going to scatter some red, some green, and I think a couple of those gold pieces on the tree. And then I take this wreath and I put it up here at the top because I felt like that whole section up there was just missing something. It needed, even if it was just like a little tag or banner or something, needed something. So I put that wreath there and cut it off, and then I'm going to tuck the rest of it right over here. I guess I'm not really tucking it, I'm just putting it down. And then I am going to put this star on the top of my tree. It is not the same color as anything else on this layout, and I'm okay with that because it is an eye catcher. And even though I don't officially want people to look at the pictures, I feel like that will help draw you in. So then I'm going to write the date that's on the back of the pictures, and I'm going to write it right here under the tree. 1979 or 78, anyway. It was a long time ago. And then I almost started to show you all the finished product and realized I didn't title it. And so I looked around at some different things, and so I finally decided I would go with this gold shiny stuff, and I think it's called Adventures. And I love this word magical. I feel like Christmas is a magical time of year, and being at my grandma and grandpa's house definitely was magical, and I'm pretty sure that's where these pictures were taken. So, and it's me and my sister. I love being with my sister. I always looked up to her, even when she didn't want me to be around. And so now she and I are the best of friends. So it'll all work out in the end, you all. If you have siblings that you fight with, make up with them. So I decide to bring a little bit more from this Adventures sticker set in, so that gold title is not the only gold on there. So I used some of those little twinkly stars. I love those actual stars, but I thought I don't really have anything like that on here. I do already have one star up here on the tree. So instead of taking away from that, I just put a couple of those little other shiny stars. So here's the inspiration pin again, not on the highstreet.com. I guess this was some kind of fabric thing that they were selling for $50 or something like that. So I love how this turned out, you all. I hope that you all also love how this layout turned out. I am really enjoying this off the board with pineapple papers because, while like I said, I don't typically get on my Pinterest board very often anymore. It is having me think outside the box in a lot of cases, and I'm so excited I found these pictures. Look how cute we are, you all. Oh, so cute. My sister, though, oof, she's the taller one. Yeah, kind of vagabond. So anyway, I hope you'll go below and check out all the other people who are hopping along with Off the Board with Pineapple Papers, especially Crystal. And I hope I see you again tomorrow for Stash Dive Tuesday. Have a great day and happy scrapping.